going live. Why not just go live? We are going live here on YouTube. On the YouTube, excellent connection. Okay. No background music, but that's okay. We're just here talking. I think I fired this thing back up. Hello there. Well, hello there, people of the internet. People of the internet. There's my typing skills. Excellent. We are now live on the internet. Welcome to the Tubadylan chat show. It's usually in the middle of the night, but here it is in the morning. I can give myself a heart. I will just do happy face. Well, I don't know why. I don't know what that does. I don't need to learn more. Welcome to chat. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Don't want to learn more. I worry if I hit that, it's going to do something. Excuse my voice here. Assuming that I'm on, there's probably an echo because there's always something wrong. 1, 2. It's because I have that tuba mic on. 3, 4. Is that going through there? Mute this one. Yeah, so that sort of worked. Sort of. There wasn't an echo. Good, thank you. I hear an echo in my head. But that's just because I'm listening through an iPad that's connected to a Sling Studio dock station, connected to a computer, going through Wi-Fi, through another computer and out to the amazing internet. Hello. Yeah, but I got my horn here, and I figured if I'm going to oil it up in here, I might as well go live. There's a little bit of an echo. Let's see if that eliminates the echo. 1, 2, did that eliminate the echo? Maybe, some of it. Don't know. That's okay though. We're here in my YouTube studio with the Miraphone Bruckner tuba. Yes. Going to check the valves, oil it all around. But first, let's see here. Get a tune going on here. This could get loud for a second, so hold tight, excuse me. Let's see what we're going to do. We're going to discover music. We'll see if this works. Beats. Oh boy. Just a way to adjust the volume on that. had to turn that. I'm not satisfied yet because I don't see the volume on here. Next, go away. Come on. Having trouble here. Come on, let me change the volume. It's making me do a survey. It won't let me change the volume. What? That's terrible. Oh, epidemic sound, you're failing me here. Is this the volume? They changed where it was? No, that's not it. Oh, so bad. Come on, guy. It used to work. Let's see what we can do here. Might have to skip this part. Okay, let's widen it out. Now it gives me a volume. I see. Look what they do. They take the volume away. Here it is. Good. That should work better. Now it should be better mixed. There we go. The newer 4/4 Yamaha tubas? Yes. Yes. I have seen pictures of them and even heard one played on a video. Man, I want that tuba. That looks like the tuba. The Jim Self double C 4/4 piston valve mini Monica, or whatever you want to call it. That tuba looks like something I want to get my hands on. I'm sure it's going to be, I don't know, 15,000 sale price or something like that, which maybe, you know, might be kind of reasonable. It's hard to know. Not sure if that's going to be something in my budget or my desire to get like that much that I'm going to go ahead and do that. I would like to try it though. I would really like to try it. There we go. I'm getting stuff set up so I can start oiling up this horn. I took this Miraphone tuba and gave it a little bit of a hose cleaning yesterday, or the day before yesterday. Missed my dress rehearsal for my concert this Thursday because my kids both have been sick, and Monday, which was the dress rehearsal day, was the worst of it all because they were both homesick, and I'm helping to take care of them because I'm home and my wife now went back to work. So now I'm home and I'm watching the kids and I have my job. It's just a lot. So I stayed back from band that day just because I didn't want to spread anything if I had been exposed to it, which I had all day taking care of 2 sick kids. I stayed out. But I hope to play Thursday. Everyone's on the mend now and I have not gotten sick. If I have any feelings of sickness, I'm going to have to miss the concert. But I just don't want to make my friends in that band sick, obviously. It's bad timing, and it's what happens when you're a parent and whatnot. So I'm kind of dealing with that. I would like to go to this concert, of course. I love the Matthews Concert Band. That's our local concert band that I play in it, and I love it. It's just great. But anyway, this horn needed a little bit of maintenance, so the water was not emptying through the spit valve. I'll give you a closer look here. But yeah, here the spit valve. Here's your tuning slide. Is it going to focus on that? Oh, look at that. Oh, is it going to be happy technology? Sometimes it'll focus. Those two things look a lot alike. The contrast is pretty hard for the camera to figure that one out. Anyways, you can watch me oil these valves here. But yeah, it wasn't emptying, and so I shined a light down the hole here, down the tube. It's a tuba, and I shined a light down this tube part here. I guess move it over here so you can, there we go. See it. So here's the spit valve of the Miraphone Bruckner. Really nicely done spit valve. Still has the original cork that came on this horn when I bought it in, who knows when that was, huh? When it first came out. I don't know if it was 2012. I don't know. I think I was the first one to get one. I'm usually the first one to get something. That's why you're asking, what do you think of that Yamaha? I would like to get the Yamaha. But anyway, while I have this out, cork still works great. But it wasn't emptying any water. So I shined a light down in here. Beep, 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 beep. And what I saw was a pyramid of green goo stuck to the hole that empties the water. Sticking out a good millimeter and a half. So even obstructing some of the sound to a tiny degree was this piece of goop that had just accumulated because the water goes. This horn is my favorite ergonomic C tuba to play forever. No wonder the Germans all want to play these rotary valve tubas during Oktoberfest when they play non-stop the bass part for hours and hours and hours as you're dumping all your water, in that case all your beer, through your horn. And if you have an American style piston instrument, even that Yamaha that you were just asking about is that type of instrument. The water will accumulate in almost every, if not every, valve slide. And if you're playing constantly, every 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how much condensation, how much spit, whatever, you're going to want to empty your spit. And on those American tubas, you're going to be flipping them and pulling slides all the time. But a German horn like this, where it runs all the way through, is just my favorite, because this horn, the water, 90% of the water accumulates in this one slide. Sometimes a little bit of the water will go somewhere else. And if it does, I can usually relieve that from one flip or checking the fourth valve slide, which once in a blue moon, I guess, has it. So here we are. I'm just going to lube this horn up, put some slide grease on each slide, lube up the valves properly, not any kind of deep cleaning, but just kind of get it nice and slick for tomorrow night's concert. God willing, I'll get to play in it. So first thing I do is I use this lanolin stuff. It's, if you have kids, you might know about it if your wife breastfed, but it's actually called lanolin butter, and women use it to make their nipples and areolas, I don't know if you can say that on YouTube, but I'm just trying to be scientific here, not be as bothered. I guess it's kind of like a petroleum jelly, and it just helps cool it off and make that part of your skin better while you're breastfeeding. Believe it or not, that's why they make this stuff. But this is also just a really good lubricant for brass instrument slides. It's sort of a heavier like lubricant. It's not the fastest, so the slides that you move to keep in tune, like trombone kind of way, you wouldn't want to put, you can put some of this on there, but you want to put something else on there to make it slicker. But this is a really, it's relatively inexpensive, and it works really well, and it doesn't seem to build up too much, unless that goo in my spit valve was partly full of this lanolin, which is possible. That's definitely possible. But I'm gonna just go ahead and do that to the main tuning slide there, and then push that in. And, ooh, there it goes. Saw it fall. Things will always fall in here. But if I move it, you can probably see it. Where is this camera pointing? Over here, maybe? There we go. Right in the corner there. There you go. Yeah, so now it's got sort of a smooth, and it's not fast. So this slide pointing down, you want it to stay the same. This is your tuning slide. I keep mine about in there pretty much all the time. This horn is brilliant at playing in tune. Gotta love Miraphone. You gotta love the advancements in tuba technology. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's just fantastic. It's fantastic. Yes, it really is just fantastic. I hope you're hearing me okay as I'm talking to myself here. But why not? Hello. Okay. Got my daughter scheduled for her follow-up doctor's appointment. Poor kids. They've had flu, I guess, going around. And the kids have had to deal with that. Especially my daughter, who had the flu. She's finally, I hope, feeling better. She was a little bit last night. At least it seemed to be. That seemed to be the case. Let's see, if I hit this one, now you can see more of me. This is more of a bigger general shot. There we go, as I'm lubing these up. Now this slide comes from the back. It's the third valve slide. And it's already kind of slick, so probably doesn't need anything. Although it's a little dirty, I'll just put a little bit more lanolin on my fingers just to make sure it's lubed up. Yeah. So you do that for two reasons. You put the lubricants on because it's how you keep your instrument in shape. Keep all the parts moving and from not sticking and that sort of thing. And it also helps your horn play better. I guess if you had no lubricant, those slides, would there be metal on metal, so you have a different type of vibration, but the lubricant sort of makes it so it doesn't have that type of vibration. So it's important in a few different ways. And I'm no horn repair expert, that's for sure, but I take such good care of my instruments for the most part that I need very little maintenance, and it's usually when I do something stupid, there's an accident, or sometimes parts just wear out, and you can't help that. Corks wear out, certain things. The metallic stuff shouldn't really wear out and shouldn't have a problem as long as you keep it from rusting or whatever, you know. A lacquer horn's not really going to do it too much, at least on the outside, right? There's the second valve. First valve. Now that valve, first valve slide, I should have went down and got the washers I bought at the, believe it or not, Goodwill. Goodwill has a hardware sale right now. And they're selling just like hardware tools, like brand new tools, and they had a washer set, just the kind that you put on tubas. And I bought it, but I left it out in the garage. So that's really no help. But that would be really great to put those washers on this horn. Yeah, this first valve slide, I don't move around too much because, believe it or not, when you get it in the right spot, the D and the D flat on here are not too bad. They can be lipped into tune. If I was playing a D or a D flat for a long period of time, this is the one on the bass clef staff in the center, I'd probably push in, and then I wouldn't have to hold it with my embouchure so much as far as keeping it in tune. But this Miraphone does a great job of keeping in tune that way. So that was the first valve. Here's the fifth valve slide. This one's pretty cool. Oh, this one has so much from last time that I'm just going to move it around. It just kind of came up to the top, and there's still plenty on there of grease. Let's just call it grease. We're greasing it up. I should just go live all the time and just talk to myself. And if someone comes on and talks to me, I'm happy to talk about tubas. This is a tuba YouTube channel. There's no other that goes live with 10 4K cameras. This is true. I hope the sound's okay, because I'm constantly thinking that I'm doing a terrible job with sound whenever I do film and television stuff. I used to film a lot more. So let's see what that fourth valve slide's doing over here. Ooh, look at that. It's slick. I had this one buffed down so that it would be slick, because this is the one that I sort of ride while I play the fourth valve slide, because the D and the D flat and the low G are very different. The low G, I push this slide in to keep that G from being too flat, whereas the under the staff D and D flat, I kind of bring it out quite a bit. This is where it wants to be on this horn, which makes sense. That's kind of a normal thing on a C tuba for a fourth valve. That's why I kind of ride that one. The first valve, I can reach around and push it in, but usually if I just leave it about there, I can get away with 90% of the Ds and D flats that I would need to play on this tuba in any kind of ensemble situation. All right, moving on. We're going to do the back cap oil. Let's go back to the this view here. If I push in a little, I think that's sort of more of a sweet spot for being able to see it. You can see these caps in here. These are the back caps to the rotary valves. And what I do is I just take those off and put a drop or two of, really just a drop of, what I use is the ultra pure light bearing oil on a few parts of these rotary valves. Get that in focus there, see there? Ultra pure light bearing oil. And I have several iterations of the bottles of this because I stock up. I'm a prepper, so you know I have enough tuba oil to last until about 2057, I'm gonna say. And the newer bottles that I've bought have better oil distribution, but I do like the metal one. Like this one's very precise, and you can kind of get it into small spaces, which I like. So try to hang on to these. I only have one or two of these left that are still working well. So take this little red cap off, and I put it over here where I've got a little rubber thing I can stick it on and hope it doesn't fall to the floor. And then you just screw, just put one drop in there. I'll show you on the next one. I'll see if I can get a better close-up, just for anyone who's wondering what I'm actually doing here. You unscrew the back cap. Oh boy. Let's see, I'm trying to get that in the shot there. There they are. Yeah, I'll just take one off. You unscrew that back cap. Here we go. Boop. There it is. Unscrewed back cap. Nice little engraving on it. See, look at that. And then you just put a drop. See where it's unscrewed in there? Right there. Yeah, See where it's different? It's unscrewed. You just put a drop on there. And this horn has stayed perfectly aligned since the day I bought it. I don't know what I just did to it. I think I just broke it. Just kidding. I don't think so. Felt something weird move though. I think one of my slides came loose. Yeah, the 5th valve slide came off. I don't know why that happened, but I pushed it off with my leg. Okay. Still okay. All right. 3 more to go real quick. What fun for you guys. That's why nobody watches my live streams. It's just me unscrewing my valves. But hey, look, if you're watching this and your horn hasn't been oiled well, you're doing it a disservice. Especially if you have any gigs. You know, there's some of you who play all the time. There was a time that I used to play a lot. And so I'd be doing this at least once a week. Now, these days, man, I'm pathetic. I rarely play out. I just play with my concert band. Kind of sad. I kind of almost wish I could go back into music again, as I do miss it. I mean, I work with music in doing my music supervision things for my job and all that, but it's a much different type of music where you're not performing for people. It does feel really good to be in a room with people who are enjoying sounds that you're making. That's what live music is. So I'm glad I get to do it with my concert band. That's why I'm fixing this up, so I can do my very best, especially after having missed the dress rehearsal. Yes. I missed the dress rehearsal. That was the worst. I had to, though. I just couldn't expose those people to my kids' germs. And hoping and praying that I'll be okay tomorrow night. I feel great, 100% as good as I can feel at almost 50 years old. With this pathetic tuba player body, I feel about as good as I can. So that's good. I'm going back over this because I just want to make sure I get a good little couple drops of oil in the top part of the valve. That part is, oh yeah, that really lubes it up real nice. All right, so that's all I'll do with the blue stuff. Some in the back cap, some in the top. I'm just going to put that back. Are we still live? I guess so. Yeah. Nobody's watching, but you know, somebody could fall upon this at some point. Say like, oh, look at that. Tubadylan is on live in the morning. Let's see if there's sound going through. There's sound going through is... I don't really love that track. Yuck. Sorry, guys. I'm going to stop that. Somewhat, let's do something else. Like some jazz or something. Yeah. With no vocals, please. Just instrumentals. Here we go. Okay. I just like having background music. All right. I don't think we're really hooked up. Let's see if we can make some sounds. It's not synced, but we're not ready to play anyway. We're still working on the Lubing. Alright, so I put the red stuff, which is a thicker oil, on. It stopped. That's weird. Oh, I hit that? There we go. Okay. There we go. Back to it. This stuff here is just the thicker. You can tell when you move it around. I don't know what they use. At first, when this valve oil company came out, ultra pure, it would say non-toxic, but now all their oils don't say that. So somebody, hopefully nobody got, you know, toxic. That would suck. But then you just put a drop of this in between each little ball bearing, just to keep them happy, you know. Put it on the springs. Yeah, metal just wants to be oil rich. There we go. Ah, makes it happy, yeah. And then I just pour some through the valves, and we should be pretty well lubed. And to pour it through the valves, you can do it through the lead pipe, which is probably good to do once in a while, so I'll do it this time. I often will do it through the main tuning slide, but I think through the lead pipe is probably good for the lead pipe, which probably gets the most icky, gooey stuff out of your mouth, right? So I'm going to put some in there. I might play through some of this music. Put a couple good squirts in there. And the mouthpiece I've been using with this horn is the Wedge SG. I guess it's sort of a made for rotary contrabass tubas by Wedge. And it's grown on me. It's one that I feel I get better at the more I'm warmed up. And you really have to make sure that your embouchure is centered on the dot, because it's a sort of curvatured mouthpiece. Taking a look at some of these parts. Is there anything hard here? I don't think so. Instant Concert by Harold L. Walters. It's maybe the first piece we're playing, not sure, but it's up there in the beginning of it. I'll pull it out here. I think the tuba does have the melody in this one at some point. There we go. Is there another part where it has the melody? I think there's a few parts where it sort of gets the melody in there. Or maybe just that. There's that. Alright, that piece looks very simple, so I'm not even going to mess with that. Clifton Williams. Okay, this is the one our band director keeps telling us is very difficult. There are a few tough spots in it. It's called the Symphonic Dance Number 3, Fiesta. There you go. Now you can hear me. This one here, Clifton Williams, Symphonic Dance Number 3, Fiesta. Grab a couple of spots from there and we'll see how that goes. Starts out with like a big lumbering. That's really what it's supposed to be. Let's see if we can find some other cameras. Not going to focus on me. Background. Hello, Mo, camera. There's a person here. Oh boy, that camera has got problems. There it goes. Hi, alright. Come on. Don't you see there's a person there? E.T. my butt. Think. Hit that maybe. These GH4s. I always have problems with my cameras. They don't like behaving. They don't really want to behave. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, hate it. I gotta fix it. I've got to fix it. Put a cap on that thing. I gotta tell you, these cameras are just so finicky. I think I got it back to where it's gonna kind of focus. What were we doing? We're going. this one goes into like a fast 5/4. It's kind of like a tango or something. What fun! Tuba parts, yeah. Oops. There's really only one hard, tricky part in this piece. So I'll go up there and play it just to practice it. So now that passage I can play better on a piston tuba. So that's one thing about the rotors is when you're doing really fast slurs, it doesn't quite cut the notes as well. But the articulation, the sound, there's a lot of things I like about the rotors. So. Now I'm thinking about, oh, is the focus right? Am I doing that right? And I'm playing this and I'm doing that. If you don't focus on the music, you lose everything. Always focus on the music. That's close enough. I'll move on. I play that part correctly 8 out of 10 times when I play it with the band, or the 10 times we've played it with the band. Nobody really watches this anyway, so who cares? None of the rest of it's really hard. So that's that. Let's see if there's anything else. October. Nothing there is hard. Ignition. Nothing there is hard. LG for a nap. Nothing there is hard. This is the March for American River Songs. Nothing there is hard. National Game. Phillips, Sousa. Nothing there is hard. Okay, so that's it. We're good. Horns lubed up. Nobody's watching, so. But the studio's working. That's good. Like, things are working on the camera end of things. I think. I'll have to check it later. Hopefully, the sound's going through okay. And it looks like everything's sort of working. And this is old camera technology. Almost 10 years old now. And working all through Wi-Fi, various cameras, HDMI systems. And I've got all kinds of things set up around here. It actually kind of works, which is good. I've sort of figured out how to do it. If I keep doing it all the time, every day, then I probably have a much better shot at being successful at getting the things that I, sort of getting a flow to how to make it work so that I hit the right mic if it's me talking, or say I want the background music to play, but not when I'm playing tuba, obviously. Right now I have the tuba mic off, but I have to put that one back on for background music. Hit play on the background music on the computer, and then bring the main mic down over there so that the doesn't have an echo. And now we should be getting my speaking through the Sony camera, which is this really beautiful camera here. Let's see if I can hear it. Ugh. All right, can you hear me now? Oh no. Oh, okay, I don't have that activated. There we go. Yeah, you should. I hear me and Jazz. Yeah. Yeah, so it was correct. Just, I don't know what I'm doing. Thanks for watching. You saw me oil this horn. It should be pretty tip-top now. Yeah. Not bad. Beautiful instrument, huh? What do you think? Oh, that's the Miraphone Bruckner. Look at that. Oh, hit my mic. Let's see if I can switch cameras to different things. Laptop. Oh wow, there you go. This is sort of the camera I use for, well, sort of it is, it's for Zoom calls and stuff. That's pretty good. If I do this. Peace out, friends. See you guys next time. I love you. Bye-bye. See you later. Hoo hoo hoo. Signing off.